After a long 9-hour flight from Denver, Colorado to Munich, Germany, my son Scott and I arrived in Munich and started the inevitable, the setup. Oh, wait, there's our friend Bill Lowe. Hey, Bill. I think we'll see him a little bit later. Setup's one of the things that's really pretty standard when you go to a show, and it was no different for us. Here's a bunch of packing crates and things.
What we got in German?
Look at this guy.
Prost.
Prost. Beer. Well, Germany's all about beer, that's for sure. Well, let's go see what everybody's up to.
Videotaping the setup.
Yeah, I mean, this is a much better show than a lot of the, other shows that we do. I mean, this, I think the CS, forget the CS. This is much
Say hi.
better. Hi there. Good to see you guys, and don't go to the CS. Try to tell everybody it's a waste of money.
Absolutely.
And the one that is a serious waste of money in America now is the show in CS. Because nobody goes to see the room, so you're not doing any business, why have a show? You know, that's my philosophy.
Oh, I would think so, yeah.
I mean, there's very few that don't fit. Okay, this looks clean enough.
Okay.
Really bad job of it, but
Well, then we'll do some.
look at it moving though. It's kind of cool when this thing goes.
Oh, wow.
This is what a hi-fi show is supposed to look like. There are actually tens of thousands of people here buying and selling hi-fi to stores and distributing it and actually enjoying being in a real business. It is not 6 people standing around in a hotel lobby or in a hotel hallway going, what are we going to do? No one's coming. We don't have any customers. This is what a hi-fi show is supposed to be like. Why is it here like this and not in America?
We don't know, but it
We
sure
don't know.
is here, isn't it? It's
But
an
it is
amazing
here.
show.
It is here. It's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
turntables, analog.
Everything.
Everything's here. So, Michael, you having a good show?
I've had an excellent show, yeah, for 2 reasons. Because some people know who I am and it's nice to be known overseas, but most people don't, so I don't get bothered and then I can walk around.
Except for idiot Americans like me.
No, that's fine. If I came here and you saw me and didn't recognize me, something would be wrong.
Well, today's my birthday, so I'm
Happy
old.
birthday. Well, you're not as old as I am.
I'm 65 today, buddy.
I'm 66 already.
All right.
So
all right.
I
you
got a
me.
year on you.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello? I can't hear you. Talk louder. Hey.
Thanks, Michael.
You bet.
The show floor was really crowded. You can see it here on the first day, and this is where mostly it's just media and a lot of industry people. Second day, it kicks in when all the public show up. What's kind of interesting is that in the main hall, all of the streets had names like Keith Jarrett, Joe Cocker. Kind of cool, very musical oriented, and there was a lot of stuff to see. So here's a little preview of what we saw at the show.
Some of the lies in the sky is Delia. All around the side away. Why are we waiting? What are we waiting for? Why are we waiting? What I'm thinking is, what are we waiting for?
Inch subwoofers, a horn loudspeaker. It's 2 meters 40, 1 meter 40 wide here.
Yeah.
And it's about $500,000.
Tell me quick, another kick in the head.
So tell me about him.
You're on video.
Yeah, you're on video.
What?
George, come on.
Yes,
Show me.
This is my product, VK Audio. This is a power supply.
That's the power supply.
Yes, and
Okay.
this is the 2 mono box, but without the tubes.
Wow. Those are awesome. Look at these things. And how much do these retail for?
380,000 euro. It's about 500,000
For the pair?
bucks. Yes,
For the pair or for each?
for the pair.
For the pair.
For-
Wow.
and included one power plant.
One power plant, yes.
The big power plant is included.
Yeah,
and
the P10.
And the PS Audio power
George-
bucks.
And the power cords?
Yes, power cords is included.
George, those are beautiful.
Okay, this is the volume because it's only now because our amplifier is now not finished. It's finished developed but not produced.
The
The
pre-amplifier?
amplifier, yes,
Yeah.
and I
And so
don't
this-
like that the people use the amplifier with another preamplifier, you know.
Ah.
And this is why I have volume.
Are you videoing this?
Yeah, I am.
No, turn this thing up. Everything in Boulder is great.
Good.
You know what we're doing?
No.
I'm building a building.
Are you really making a new building?
We're making a new building.
Where?
Louisville, CTC.
Excellent. Can we come by and visit some point?
Certainly can, but it'll be a year before it's done.
Oh, that's all right.
We bought 3 acres.
Oh, congratulations.
Going to build 20,000 square feet with room for another 20.
That is excellent. So the new home for Boulder.
The new home for Boulder, yeah. We can't stay where we are.
No, not in Boulder, huh? So is it
Not
gonna
where we are, it's all becoming residential.
Is it going to become Louisville amps?
I'm Dirk Sommer, the editor-in-chief of Hi-Fi Statement, and I'm producing records for my private label Sommelier du Son. And I just brought this LP to Paul because I'm using a PS power plant on every recording.
Nice. And tell us about the album.
The album is about from a German rock singer that I knew since I was a child, and I was a fan of this lady. And now I managed to produce this album with her, and we decided to do a double LP because we had so much good stuff that we couldn't decide which title not to have on the album.
And what's the label on it?
The label is Edelkultur, that's a larger German label, but they have decided to go back to analog, and this music will not be available on CD by now.
So it's only available on vinyl?
On vinyl, and we are thinking about doing it on DSD maybe, but it may be high resolution download or DSD download, but not on vinyl, not on CD.
Thank you, Dirk.
Okay.
Can you tell us about your products?
So what we do is cable technology and filtering technology.
That's all right. We're filming, yeah.
It's okay.
Well, we're going to put you on the internet.
Okay. So these are all passive filtering elements. This is the biggest system. We have complete DC decoupling for every component, and we have different filterings for every component. This is 3 different filterings, and the filters are specially for every kind of component. Like
So it's a power conditioner.
it's a passive power conditioner.
Yeah.
Right. So in this system there are 2 transformators to completely decouple 2 components.
Okay.
So So, and these are those two components. So
Isolated.
isolated. Right. This is the same technology, but a bit smaller. So it's the same filtering, but it's not switchable. It's only one filter per shinko, and there are no transformators inside. It wouldn't fit inside the space.
Just filters.
So this is the smallest one. They are also completely DC decoupled. So if you have any DC error on your power,
Yes.
you can have a look here. So this is the actual DC power.
Oh, look, I love it. Yes. So this is a DC meter.
Right. So and this is completely decoupling. And this is the actual voltage of the power supply.
Tell me about your amps.
Unique in pretty much in every respect.
Tell me about what's unique about them.
Well, starting from the circuits,
Okay.
then the build quality, and the finishing, the whole engineering of it.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is unequaled.
And they're solid state amps.
Solid state. using
Bipolar or MOSFET?
Bipolar. However, the catch is not in the actual components, it's what you do with them.
Of course.
You can use bricks to build a pigsty, you can use them to build a palace. Same bricks.
And what do these retail for?
45,000 euro each for a monoblock starting at 1,000 watts into 4 ohms. This is the smallest model we make. The ones we have here at the moment are putting out close to 3,000 watts into each speaker when necessary. Yeah, they have pretty wide dynamic range and practically unlimited current capabilities. Limited only by common sense.
And they are certainly gorgeous.
Just to take deep breaths, to smell the salty.
Well, so what's your name?
My name's A.J. Van der Hal. At the moment we are on the Munich Hi-Fi show, the biggest hi-fi show worldwide. Pleasure to be here and really a pleasure to meet you.
Well, thank you. You're a very famous person. Can you show us what you're showing today?
Yes, I'm showing today a new cartridge called the Grimson. That's a model I made to have a maximum in musicality. We have a world exclusivity here. What is a handmade nanocarbon cable interconnect.
Handmade Vandenhals.
Yeah, handmade Vandenhal, but it contains nanocarbon. And nanocarbon in these lengths is not obtainable.
Oh.
But we have it.
How did you do it?
Different. I'll show you the sample. It's in the pocket of my jacket.
Yeah, yeah.
So sieht's aus. This is how it looks like. Let me just take my glasses.
This is carbon nanotube?
It's carbon nanotube, yes. It's world exclusivity. It's not available.
Wow.
And we are the first worldwide to have this material.
So
these are 19 strands of 3 micron.
Wow. Carbon, how is that made?
I won't disclose this.
Oh, okay.
It's a dual purpose subject. Impedance is around 70 ohm per meter. It has ideal electrical conductivity despite the 75 ohm, and it has very good thermal conductivity. And it's very strong. And normal metals, being good conductors, electrical and thermal, are very weak, very soft. The secret of nanocarbon compared to metal is that any metal, as soon as you bend it, it destructures it. It gives borders.
Including the Ono continuous casting OCC?
Yeah, because that's the casting, but it doesn't mean the behavior afterwards. Any statement of 99.999999% doesn't exist, because as soon as copper is in free air it oxidizes. Oxidized copper acts as a rectifier. As you may know from Westrex rectifiers from 1932, that was the only rectifier to be used in radios, the copper oxide rectifier. So copper oxide doesn't work, so copper doesn't work. So you have to have other solutions to have a continuous signal transmission. That's what we did with 3T. 3T is true transmission technology. What's a combination of 5 metals and a non-metal, what gives about the same effect as a carbon nanotube. But carbon nanotube is another step up to have a predictable connection between one and the next 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 without breaking any. So it means there's no border, it means there's no signal loss in the center, what means automatic continuous tone, what gives extremely good acoustics and extremely good reproduction of extremely fine detail. Most detail in music is distortion. A lot of people think that distortion is resolution, but resolution is no loss of signal, and distortion is, as is translated by resolution, a cheap way of presenting something what is not honorable to the music or to the composition. Beside that, we have a very good power amp at the moment, fitting in our line of preamp and phono stage. With an unlimited bandwidth, but we have created a consumer version with some frequency limitations, but the rest is as it should be. No distortion, DC, no feedback.
How many watts?
It produces 200 watts on 2 ohms.
Wow, and no feedback?
No feedback, no.
What kind of distortion do you get at 200 ohms, or 200 watts?
It was less than 0.15%.
Wow, that's exceptional. But you must have local feedback.
No, we don't have local feedback too.
How do you get the distortion so low?
Because the design is low distortion.
That doesn't tell me anything.
Okay, but this is how it works.
Hi, I'm Anssi from Amplifier Loudspeakers from Finland. And of course, high-end show is great, but I think the big potential is in trying to introduce good sound to normal people, because I think there are a lot of people out there who would enjoy good sound, even if they don't know that.
Can you tell us something about your line?
Well, we of course, I can take a little picture here, because pictures do speak louder than words. And we come from Finland. So we have a little funny concept called every man's right. It means that music, the forests and all the land is privately owned, but you can go there and enjoy like it's your own. I do believe music is an every man's right. We also are a little bit different in Finland in the respect that we did make one decision 100 years ago. We gave women the voting rights. So we had a century to learn who the boss is. And since those days, of course, especially in the living room, where I would say a lot of the people, most of the people have their audio system, it's wives who decide. And that's why, of course, we do believe that we need to integrate good sound into the house's environment. I think the days where the man had his cave and he could do whatever, they're kind of gone. Plus, I think last time I checked, actually 50% of the people who listen to music were women.
Buongiorno, I'm Fabio Faccendini. I'm represent MPI Electronic Italy, and we distribute PS Audio in Italy, and we are very happy and we love that product. Ciao.
Ciao.
Hi, I'm Rick Brown with Wadax. We're a Madrid-based manufacturer of digital electronics, and this is our pre-1 digital phono stage. There's some uniquenesses to our product that begins with my partner, Javier Guadalajara, developing the Music IC chip. That's the architectural foundation of our product. The way we make our digital phono stage is that we have a lacquer. This lacquer that we use has test tones on it, and that when that lacquer is played back on the turntable and captured on a 2496 recorder, you send that to us in Dropbox form to Spain. we turn around and we send back a compensation file for you. You load that file in, and once that file is loaded in, now you have, not only are the mechanical nonlinearities associated with the replay linearized, but the cartridge now has perfect channel balance, and we've now flattened the frequency response at the same time. And we do it all in one conversion of the digital domain. We can also do room correction with that, and we can also do the digital crossovers for loudspeakers that we make with that.
A normal piston driver, to move the air, you hear air pressure. 1000 hertz is 1000 times per second the membrane has to go up, front and back. And this sound pressure difference you hear. A bending wave makes it different. If this is the bending wave membrane, and you look on it like this, it bends the membrane, so you have the high pressure wave running on the surface, and you have the high pressure and the low pressure. And that's what you hear.
Wow.
And it detaches nearly 180 degrees over the whole frequency range. That makes it, even if you stand here, you have high tones. You don't have to be in the sweet spot. It disappears, the speaker.
The speaker does disappear amazingly. And how much do these...
In a sweet spot, it's always the best because it's stereo. It's a stereo.
How much do your speakers cost?
Very cheap. A pair of this in the US, $185,000.
It's a bargain. I'll take two.
You get them.
All of a sudden we run into the man himself. Hey Bill, how's it going?
Great.
So do you have a dragonfly?
Ah, well, in my bag.
Yeah? Okay. Pull her out. Let's see what we got here.
It's hooked up to the computer in the hotel room.
Oh, rats. All
I
right.
use it with my Geneva XS when I travel.
Nice. How's the show going?
Fantastic show. Best in Europe, one of the best in the world.
Well, we've been seeing Bill everywhere, and now here he is in person. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you.
Oh, there he is again. Well, I hope you enjoyed our little tour of the Munich High End show, and we'll be back next year. Thanks for watching.